Welcome to our Inventory Insights app. We hope these reports optimise your inventory and make your stock sing. At the home screen, you will see a menu of our sumptuous pre-built inventory reports. Here you will see reports that will help with different aspects of your inventory to quickly find the information you need. This includes inventory value and quantity balances, inventory turnover, availability, aging, and out-of-stock items. Let's take a closer look at just some of the features of some highlighted reports. And, before starting, select the company you'd like to use on the left-hand side. All reports will have a menu on the left-hand side displaying the most commonly used filters including year, month and location. As you get further into the inventory reports, you'll be able to select through multiple measures and view data as net change or balance. At the top of the page, you'll see an overview of inventory value, both current and daily average. You will also see the exact quantities of stock, DSI or number of days it takes to sell current stock and what the annual turnover of stock is. The donut charts show the fastest and slowest moving groups of stock and where they are located and trends. The inventory value by location can be broken down by drilling through each of the boxes to reveal exact details of products. Click up. Want to see inventory value against turnover? This graph shows the inventory value and turnover trend that can be broken down to weeks and drilled through to selected entries. The inventory value against cost of goods sold will show how the company is tracking against sales of items and stock. Out-of-stock days against inventory is a useful graph to show inventory value and cost of goods sold for different out-of-stock groups, particular periods and values. Drilled through to show as a table. The inventory table gives you the ability to see movement of stock, purchased and sold items, when the last time we purchased items was. Super handy to view all in one table. Want to know the inventory quantities and values over time? The initial table will give you a quick overview of groups of stock by selected time periods. If you drill down on columns, you can see time in financial quarter, weeks and even days. Now, let's use some of the measures on the left-hand side to view stock over time. Let's use the Athens test as our example. We can see sales quantities by month by selecting here. Notice that this is the net change, but we can see the balance by clicking here. Say we want to view projected available balance per month for the chairs? Click here. Want to compare sales and purchases for groups or individual items? Maybe you want to see how hardware sales and purchasing compared at the Melbourne warehouse. Drill through to see selected items. In the ABC inventory classification, we can see that only 49 items are responsible for 70% of cost of goods sold. View these cost of goods sold across locations or over time. Day sales of inventory will show for each item average, number of days it takes to sell, and what we currently have in our inventory. Let's have a look at the items that have taken over a year to sell. Click on here and we can see that we have a list of the slowest selling items. These are our tortoises. We need to do something with them. Inventory turnover looks similar to DSI reports and gives you turnover for items. Want to find out the hot potatoes? Click here. It says Munich chairs barely hit the floors, exceeding 31 times a year to sell, but you and I know it's twice per month. Remember, you can drill through any of the items for specific entries and ledgers of stock. Inventory aging gives multiple options to view aging stock. Do you want to know what the current inventory value of items that haven't been sold for 4 months? Click here. In this fiscal year, we can see how many days each item was out of stock and see what the cost of goods sold value is, which is useful for determining whether you put greater resources into stocking these particular items. Inventory by dimension gives you many measures and dimensions to review your inventory, and it is worth spending some time exploring. Want to go deeper? Our deep dives in inventory can display any measure by any attribute or dimension, such as fiscal year, item entry type, location, customer, and item. What else can you do in inventory? We can view availability of stock through a number of different reports and measures, explore reports through items, item variants, lots, serial numbers, and vendors. Let's take a peek at item availability by BOM. The left-hand side menu gives you a number of selections based on items, replenishment systems, assembly, and manufacturing policies. Let's filter by office furniture. Look at the Oslo storage unit. Clicking here will tell you how many units are able to be made, where the bottlenecks may be. In this case, we need more side panels to make more than 25 units. One last report we'll quickly show you, there's so much more as you can see, is the projected available balance by period. Again, you can select specific items to give monthly and weekly inventory balances of stock with breakdown of current, scheduled and planned order receipts with the gross requirement to give you the projected available balance for each item. This can be viewed by net change and balance as well. We have dedicated pages to show the breakdowns of gross requirement numbers and scheduled receipts if you want to see how these are calculated. So much useful info and so much more. Every app has its own Q&A and key influencer section. If you have questions, ask the Q&A and check out our video on our intelligent Q&A called Eva. Want more? Let us know. We're constantly adding to and improving our reports.